Baby! And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back here to another episode of Regrowth. And guys, I do apologize for not putting these out as frequently as Resident Rise, but I'm in love with Resident Rise right now. It doesn't mean I'm gonna stop doing the Regrowth episodes. It just means that's what I like right now. So that's what I've been doing. But here we are. We're back. Huzzah! And let's get to it, shall we? Let's get to business. So. You remember in the last episode, we made this altar thingy-bopper, and currently it has an altar power of 1600. I guess, it doesn't really have a measurement, it's just 1600 power. It's like there's no units, like you can't transfer this to something. We'll just call it spirit power, I guess. I don't know. And it draws its power from the nature around it. So what I've slowly been doing is bringing some Witchery saplings and stuff over here. As you remember last episode, we put these melons down and whatnot. I don't think those did a whole lot, but there are a few things we could do to get it going. So let's go ahead and do the first thing. Now, what I wanted to do for the first bit of empowering my altar was to make a player head. Now, there used to be a thing in Botania, and let's go ahead and we'll just type it in here. I've actually searched this thing pretty good, and I think they have taken it out. I think they took it out for this mod pack. So if I click in here and down at the bottom, you can just start typing to search. So I'm going to type in head. I get nothing. I'm going to click up back on Lexitania. I'm going to click on, let's do that again. Let's type in player. Hold on, wait, go back. Obtruse platform and tiny planet. So yeah, there used to be a way in Botania, and I think the mod authors or the mod pack authors took it out because they thought it was maybe overpowered. There used to be a way you could make a player head, and if you make a player head and put it on your altar, it makes it super powerful. It's even better than a wither skull. So we need to find another thing to do. So what we can do is we can take 4 of this stuff, which is the essence of skeleton, and we can make a little skull this way. Now, this is not as powerful as using a wither skull, and it's not as powerful as using a player head, but it'll do for now. So let's go ahead and throw this old bad boy on here and see what happens. We'll just put it right there, and that gives it a × multiplier. So right now, just with the addition of that skeleton head, it gives it a ×2 multiplier. Well, eventually, when we get wither skulls, I think this will do a ×5. So that will be actually really cool. But the problem with the wither skulls is, let's type in, the only way we're going to get wither skulls is if we make wither skull seeds, which is these guys. And this is a pain in the butt. Look at this. We got to make a rune of wrath. We've got to make a rune of pride. Oh my goodness gracious. This is going to be a hard thing to make. And honestly, guys, I am sick. I'm sick of making these damn seeds. I hate it. If there's one thing this pack has done to me, it has made me hate making these seeds. So we're going to take a break from making these seeds for a while, and we're going to focus on Witchery. But what's funny is if you try to focus on any one of the mod packs, it actually subverts you and makes you try out one of the other mod packs. So there are 2 more. Actually, there's like 3 or 4 more things that we can add to this altar to make it even more powerful. So let's look those up real quick. So if we look up candle, you can add a candelabra to the thing, but what that requires is an attuned stone. Now, if you look at the recipe for an attuned stone, it takes a dragon stone. They've changed the recipe. This used to take a diamond before, so now we are forced to go back over to Botania and make the means to make a dragonstone. Now, if you don't know what a dragonstone is, you make a dragonstone by throwing a mana diamond through the elven porthole, the portal to Alfheim, if you will. So we need to get started on that. So I say let's do it. Open sesame, and let's go up here. Not much has changed over here. I have actually gotten started making the portal to Alfheim. But we are a few steps away because we don't even have, we don't even have Terrasteel yet. So let's go ahead and get started with the Terrasteel stuff. Now, the first thing you need to make with Terrasteel is you need to make yourself a terrestrial agglomeration plate. Now, this right here isn't the exact recipe because I don't have all the runes in the right place, but these are all the items. You need a rune of fire, rune of air, rune of water, all the damn runes. And so let's just go ahead and grab these. So we're going to take them out of here, and let's go ahead and make it. It's quickly becoming nighttime, so this is starting to get dangerous. But let's type in terrestrial agglomeration plate. Here it is. So this is the exact doodads you need to make it, and then I think you need to do something. You need to make yourself a pretty little pattern like this. So I'm going to do like that. Oh, I guess I need something right there. Let's just put this piece of stone down for now. There we go. And then you need 4 pieces of lapis lazuli. You need some of that. Wait, what happened to that? Wait, what happened to my lapis lazuli? Did you guys see that lapis lazuli disappear? I wonder if my pickaxe destroyed it somehow. Is that even a thing? Holy crap. I never expected lapis lazuli to just break. But anyway, let's take a sleep so we don't get attacked by wolves or something like that. And we'll make ourselves another lapis lazuli block. And get started, shall we? Shall we? Alright. Boom. Alright, we made 7. That should be more than enough. I'm really curious as to what happened there with my lapis block. I don't think I have anything over here collecting items automatically. But it is weird that it just totally disappeared on me. So, here we go. So, in order to make a piece of terrasteel, I have to throw a mana ingot, a mana diamond, and a mana pearl on here. So let's go grab that stuff. But before we do that, hold on, hold your horses. We need to find a way to get the mana from this mana pool over here to the terrestrial agglomeration plates, and there's no better way to do it than our friend the spark. So let's make some sparks. Sparks are really cool stuff. Basically, they help you distribute mana around. So here's the recipe. We've got tons of them, and I think I need the one with the red petals. This one, maybe. There we go. We made 8 of them. Look at that. Oh, I actually triggered the fireworks display outside. That is actually really nice to see. So what you can do is you can put these on each of your mana pools, like this. You have to just kind of click them on, and then they start to hover above it. And then one right above your terrestrial agglomeration plate. And if we grab the 3 items that we need, we're probably going to need to turn off our ring of magnetization. But let's see here. We've got mana diamonds, mana pearls, and now I just need a little bit of mana steel. Pardon me while I empty my inventory of just random garbage. There we go. There's some mana steel. And then we can make, I think what we're going to need to get started here is at least 2 pieces of terrasteel. Because we need one to make the elven gateway core, and then we need the other one to create the little pylon thingy-madoos. I don't know their exact name at the moment, but let's get in a good spot here. Okay. Now this is always tricky. So we're just going to chuck it, and chuck it. And of course we missed. It needs to land exactly on the thing, which is always very frustrating. Chuck it, and chuck it. God dang it. Just get on there, man. What is going on with this? There we go, finally. And as you can see, the sparks are helping distribute the mana over here. And with all that mana, we got ourselves now a piece of terrasteel. Very cool. I always like to look at the fireworks because they're so pretty. Okay, one more time. Hopefully we can get it on the dang thing. Eventually, what I would like to do is set up a little... God, oh my god, it's so frustrating. Alright, look at that. Get on the thing, you jerk. And one more. There we go. Now, what I could do is set up a system similar to this thing, the open crate right above it. But my goodness, is that hard to do if you're just trying for the first time. What a mess. Okay, so now we need to make an elven gateway core. So let's look that up. Well, it would really help if I spell it correctly. Elven gate... God. I'm getting frustrated right now, if you guys couldn't tell. Living wood and a piece of terrasteel. It's like the controls are against me sometimes. Alright, so whoop, very cool. And boop. And 1 elven gateway core. This bad boy goes right here. like that. And if we do something, we're going to have to clear out some area. And I always have to check the book for this, but I think we're actually going to have to clear out quite a little bit of area. Somewhere in this area, it's like I'm stuttering or something. Somewhere in this area, we are going to need 2 mana pools. So let's get that going. Now, I just did this in my Resident Rise 3 playthrough, which you guys should go over and check out if you're not checking out. I think it's a really fun pack. But, yeah, we've already done this. And it feels very familiar, so I don't feel as bad, but I am going to have to check the book. Now, before I do that, let me just clean this mess up. This is such a mess. Throw the sparks in there. We'll pick these flowers and this and that. Okay, one more thing. Go away. So, okay. I always get this configuration a little wrong, but let's go back to Alphamancy, however you say that. And if we click on it, and go like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I've already gotten this part done. What I need to know is how to set these up. So you go 1 out and then 3 up from here. So right here, I think. I think that's right. So we'll put our mana pool there. So 3 up from the outside part, right? Yeah, that looks right. Okay, so 3 up from here. 1, 2, where is this one? So right there, right? I think that's right. I've already lost my place, like this. So that should be it, but now we need to make something called we need to make the Natura pylons. I think that's right. So we need a little bit of this. We're actually going to turn these gold nuggets back into ingots. Now, I just hear clanging upstairs. It's very distracting. It's like somebody is banging a pot with a spoon. But here we go. So, boom. Alright, I think that's right, and I think that's right. Okay, maybe it's the other way. There we go. That's the correct way to make your mana pylons. Is that what they're called? I actually got it right for once. Who knew? And then you do something like that, and it gets you 2 Natura pylons. And with those guys, you can go, I think you just stick them on top of these guys. But then what we're going to need to do, and I'm not sure how it's going to work, really. We might actually have to disperse this using something else, but we could take these sparks and put them on here. Actually, I think you need to click them on the mana pools. You can see the spark, and then it'll eventually show up right above the thing. So this will help with mana distribution as well, but I don't know how it's going to get mana into the pools. I think eventually what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to take this stuff. I'm going to have to take this mana from my tablet and put it in the pools just to start this thing. Okay, so how many mana diamonds do I have? We need a lot more than that. So let's run down here and make a few of them. Let's see here. Boop. How many did I just grab there? 6. That should be... I was about to say enough, but it isn't. It isn't going to be enough by a far amount. There we go. 14. That sounds good. So let's chuck these old bad boys in here. Oh, I love that sound. It makes a really great sound. I like that. I like that. Okay, so boop, boop, boop. Get that out of the way. And let's see. I've never tried this before with the sparks and the pools being empty. I doubt it's going to work, but I want to at least give this a try and see if it opens up anyway. So if we click this, what happens? It worked! Oh, it opened for like a second and then it closed because there was no mana in the mana pools. So we need to open this and do that. So we definitely need to populate this with its own source of mana. Oops, picked it up. There we go. Cute. Alright, so we'll drain that mana tablet for a little bit. I don't need much. I'm thinking that's going to be enough, like right there, because I need to save some for this one. Very good. Now, the opening of the portal takes a significant amount of mana, but the keeping it open drains just a little bit. So I have completely emptied that one. So let's see if we can throw that back in there. There we go. We'll recharge that. Very good. And if we take these guys, we should just be able to plop these back on. And the spark does indeed stay there. That's cool. And we'll give it another try here. Very good. Now this used to... There's the particle effect. Very cool. I was about to say this used to have a really cool particle effect, but there it is. I see it. Alright, so this looks a little messy here, so I'm just going to clean that up. So there we go. Now that that's open, what we can do is throw these mana things in there. Oh, you know what we were supposed to do first? Is we're supposed to chuck our book in there. Chuck the book in, and we get the book back, and it is the new latest edition of the Lexitania Botania. There we go. It's got the elven, what do you call this, Garde or Gerd. So it's got a lot of, just go ahead and read through this if you guys have never done it before. It's got a lot of cool information. The thing you're mostly wanting to look for is the resources of Alfheim. So if you throw living wood in there, you get dream wood back. What else do you get? If you throw mana steel in there, you get elementum back, which is a useful material. Mana pearls make pixie dust, which I should totally grab some of them. Yeah, let's go ahead and chuck these in here as well. So, alright, we should be getting some stuff back. There's our pixie dust. And if we did have some mana steel over here, I see no reason why not. It's easy enough to make. So, very good. Now, what would be great, and I see people do this all the time, they find a way to create enough mana to keep the portal open all the time. But in my opinion, all that does is creates stress on the server or on your environment. So what I like to do is when I'm done collecting my resources, I just close the portal. I mean, you can always open it back up again, and the way I like to close it is you can just break any part of the portal. I usually just break one of the Natura pylons, and yeah, that gets it back in there. Let's throw this in there real quick and get some elementum, because elementum is useful stuff. Now, what would be another great thing to get is I'm going to go ahead and throw this living wood in here as well, because I do want some dream wood, because what would be nice with the dream wood is we can upgrade these mana spreaders to the elven mana spreaders, and I could probably just put one of those up here for all of these Indo Flames to do their business. So guys, I might pause the video right here. Actually, I think I've gotten everything back. I might get a few more bits of elementum, because I threw 50 in there or so, and I'm surprised I'm getting this much back. So that seems to be it. So let's go ahead and close up the portal. We will conserve our mana, and we are done. We've got a lot of good stuff now, so we can actually use these dragon stones and these pixie dust in Witchery to upgrade our altar. So I say we do it, baby. Let's get it done. So what was the one thing we wanted to make? We wanted to make a candelabra, and I totally screwed that up. It must just be spelled differently. There it is. So it requires iron and attuned stone and all of this stuff. So let's grab a little bit of iron. Boom. I'm going to need a bucket of lava. I'm going to need a whiff of magic, which I think I have over in my Witchery area, which is here in the Skull Castle. So let's look over here. I need a whiff of magic, please. We have 4 of them. I'm definitely going to have to get onto a system of making more of these whiffs of magic. It was 1 on top, a dragon stone, and a bucket of lava. There we go. We're going to need a couple of these. So I say if we can get it, let's do it, baby. So there's another bucket. There's that. We can use that to make the other thing we need to make. And if we grab one more, did we actually get a bucket from that? No. And I thought I brought... Oh, here's a lava thing. Cool. So very cool. We're going to get that thing here. So you guys may have noticed that I have kind of stopped playing the Regrowth pack as a kind of hardcore quest mode thing. I found my own reason to play the pack. So I actually... what we should do is we should take... oh my god, I'm on fire. We should take a look in the book here in a little bit and see what quest we have to turn in. Because I've been ignoring the quests. I've found it more fun to not do the quests. if that makes any sense to you. I know some of you guys are quest oriented. You need somebody to tell you what to do. That just doesn't appeal to me. I don't know. So anyway, let's stop talking about that. Let's actually look at the next thing we want to make, which is a chalice. And if I spell it right, that would be even better. Boom! A chalice takes another attuned stone, some gold nuggies, and some gold. Now let's see if I even have any gold over here. Let's see. No gold. So let's go back to base. Or base number 1. If you guys remember in the last episode, we made this guy the Scarecrow. And he's not creepy at all. Not even one little bit. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and throw this stuff in this chest over here. We might keep the Dragonstone on us. I'm not sure. Should we? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so what did we need? We needed nuggets and gold. Very good. We're going to take these over to the Witchery area and leave them there because I see ourselves needing them. We definitely need them to do stuff and things, so that is a good thing. Boom. 1 chalice. Now, there is an upgraded version of this chalice as well, which we're nowhere near making yet, but it is this thing called a filled chalice, and that takes redstone soup. Redstone soup is made in a kettle by throwing all this garbage in there. We're nowhere near that yet, but we're well on our way to energizing this guy. So if we look at it, it is currently up to 3,772 spirit power, I guess. Hold on 1 second while I look around for danger. I think it grew in power because some of these trees decided to grow up, so that is very cool. So if we put our candelabra here and look at it again, it's now at ×4, and I think this might be the refresh rate because, as you notice, the power stayed the same. So I think what the chalice is going to do is increase its power threshold. If we look at it again, it's now up to 5,658. So that's not great. Ideally, the best thing we're going to get to upgrade this thing is going to be a Wither Skull. And yeah, so I definitely want the Wither Skull. Unless we can find a way to hit ourselves with a beheading sword, I don't know how else we're going to get this really high. We're going to have to continue growing different plants around here. Another thing we could do over here is maybe put in some sugarcane. We could bring over all kinds of stuff. Flowers is also good. And we should try that real quick. Let's go grab some bone meal and see if we can grow some flowers and whatnot over here. That is the one thing I noticed in my Direwolf playthrough, was that flowers actually did the best for making things better with my altar power. Hold on, that's not enough bone meal. Boop, boop, boop. And you think with this giant skeleton over here, it should be super powered, but it doesn't register it, sadly. I want to leave area for a circle magic area here. So I think what we'd do is do something like this. All around the back of it, flowers and things. Looks very good. So that should do something, right? Alright, let's take a look now. Look at that, it got it up to 6,000. So we need to figure out how to make this even better. I think we're going to have to pack a lot of trees in here. I see, look at this guy. Look at this guy zeroing in on me. These fallen knights have such a good range on them. Too bad they're chumps. Hey! Stop killing me. Hey, look, he left his little boots. Look at these little boots. How cool is that? Little boots. So anyway, guys, we got this up to a certain amount. So let's actually go into the book. We're going to get into a little bit of a safe quarters here. I think we'll be fine here. They still can come in through this door. We need to actually make a door for right there. That would actually, oh my god, that would be so good, but I'm not good on my feet like that. Anyway, let's make some room in our inventory. We're going to put the attuned stone up. I'll keep the spark on me. And I put the, why did I put the dreamwood in there? There we go. Okay. So let's actually see what quests we have to turn in. Actually, this one with the attuned stone will get me 2 more attuned stones. Very good. I like having more attuned stones, so that's good. Now, I did make the candelabra. So I made the candelabra, I made the chalice, and that gets me the skull, which I already made for myself. I wish it gave me something a bit more powerful, but whatever. Whatever ever. And that's about it until I make like this thing, which is a distillery. Ooh, that'll get me a gas tier. I want these gas tiers. That is for dang sure. Oh, hold on 1 second. So how do we make, hold on. let's type this in. Maybe we can just get this done real quick. Distillery. It takes iron. Oh, that's it? We can make that right now, son. Let's make. All right. I don't care for these chests with the scroll bar. I know that they hold a lot more stuff, but it just doesn't seem very user-friendly to me. All right, some of those, and we need... Because I can't see everything at once, which I'm very used to. All right. Stop complaining about stuff and make your thing. There we go. Distillery. Open that up. And detection task. Ooh, we need to make oil of vitriol. How do we make that? I don't know. But anyway, I want to put this distillery down near the altar because it requires altar power. So I'm just going to stick it maybe... We're going to stay right here. All right, and then we need to put some of these in here. How do we make an oil of vitriol? Oil of vitriol is quicklime plus a foul fume. That is actually pretty darn easy to make. So let's go grab the materials for that. I think you make quicklime just by crafting a wood ash, which we should have so much of. What? We don't have any wood ash? Oh, here it is. So if we take... Let's actually make a couple of these oils of vitriol. And I should have a ton of foul fume. So let's grab... We'll grab at least 7 of those. Alright, I hate this chest. I hate these chests. I really don't care for them. Okay, so that plus that, if we... There we go, that's how you make quicklime. Easy peasy Japanesey. And we'll go over here. Shove these old bad boys in here. And that should make our quicklime, or what is this? Oil of vitriol. Vitriol. Vitrioli. I don't know, something like that. So, but it does look like it's doing its thing. And what will that get us? That's not the book. That's the wrong book. Boom. So, if you guys weren't aware, I went through this in the last episode, but we are basically trying to focus in on Witchery so that we can get a coven of witches and then use their magical energies to transform the rest of this land into a fertile crescent. And I actually thought of another thing I would like to do for my end game here in this pack. I would also like to populate it not only with nature, but with people. So what I would like to do is make a protected village of villagers. So if we get a village made, you know, with little houses and stuff, the villagers could actually continue our legacy onward, and you know, we would teach them to, you know, care for the land and keep it going. So that's kind of a neat little aspect that I was thinking about doing. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think that's another cool step in the situation. So if we do this, all right, we got the detection task, and I want the gas tiers. We did it! Huzzah! All right, I want to actually... Let's go ahead and do something like this. I want to make an easier way to get in here. There we go. That is actually very good. All right, put these up. Put our oil of vitriol up. I'll put these boots in there too. And is there any other easy quests we can get done before wrapping said episode up? And, you know, I think we're going to save some of this other stuff for the next episode. I honestly don't care about completing these quests. My goal is to get circle magic going, so I need a really good and powerful altar. And I will continue working on that. There is actually some quests here that I have not turned in yet. So I went ahead and I did all of these quests. So we can go ahead and claim rewards. I'm going to claim these. These. We'll do the void upgrade. So anyway, guys, you get the idea. It's just turning in quests. It's not very exciting stuff, but what I'm going to do off camera is turn in the rest of these quests. These are so... I find turning in quests very boring. Like, so it's not like you even really get anything that's all that good either. I remember in Agrarian Skies, you would occasionally get like the mystery package. You would get the, you know, uncommon reward or whatever it was. And occasionally you would get something amazing. You know, that's what I miss in some of these HQ quest mode packs. So anyway, I'm on top of this tree now. But I think we're going to wrap it up there, guys. I apologize for keeping you waiting so long for another Regrowth episode. We are going to continue down the path of Witchery, and you see all this barren and inhospitable landscape behind me. We're going to fix that. We're going to turn it into goodness. We're gonna populate it with villagers and greenery and grass, all that good stuff. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. If you like the episode, have any suggestions, comments, all that good stuff, let me know. And until next time, guys, we'll see you all real soon. Bye!